We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Fitzpatrick. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Check 52's the mic. Watch the screen.
They'll start by running the option to the right. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want.
That was easy.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte.
Let's go! Let's go! I don't need to. I don't need to. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
From the 27, Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cam, option left, and an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
First and 10, 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big...
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Steps away. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Right to the 3. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 8.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 61 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation
Robert, man.
of EA Sports.
Hope
and
you are,
we
man.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. McCaffrey on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up the 2nd and 13.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check, check. Fresno. 8.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Torrey Smith, watch him go. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith, 33 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
54's Mike. Check.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Thank you for subbing.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Good morning.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned.
Glad
for
you were able
second and
to catch it, my man. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's out right at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on.
Yeah, I know he's about to rage quit. Greg, glad you were able to catch this stream, man. Sorry you witnessed my man just rage quit, but I will keep playing, actually. So, guys, we are on a 10-game win streak right about now. 10-game win streak. 10-game win streak. Let's take a look. We have won 10 games in a row. Let me change the title on that. We won 10 games in a row. Let's go.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll take this up past the 20.
Yeah, I'm not playing against the same dude when I just beat him. Yeah, he ain't want that smoke again.
How are you doing, Greg? I'm doing all right, man. Just trying to get through the workday.
I got you,
How about
man.
you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Got a early start on this morning. You know, handle some errands. Made a little bit of extra money, so that's always a good thing. Gonna do just a couple hours of stream today. Then I'll get back to running some errands. I'm off today from my primary job. I work a 4-day on, 4-day off schedule. So because I've, built a little following, I try to stream a couple hours during the day. But what I do, just in case if, some of the subscribers can't catch my streams, they can always go back and, watch a little bit of it. Because I do keep them archived. So it'll stay up here, essentially. And the reason why you don't hear any music right now is because I've turned the music off because it gives me copyright strikes on YouTube. So, But that's what I always try to do. I try to, do a couple live streams, during the week. Get some of the subscribers that like the Madden content. I enjoy doing it because you guys support me really well, and I really appreciate it. And if you're watching, guys, don't forget to like the video. Liking the video helps it to show up whoever's live streaming. So, guys, I do appreciate your support.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Thank you, man. Wow, that does says a lot about how the system works. So I'm glad you was able to find it.
Ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Break that, lady. 54 miles. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Buying time to his left. That is caught inside the 5.
Come on,
and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. Partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 31, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away.
Not going wide. Your Cam Newton game is tight.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin the drive with Johnson.
Good job, defense.
And he
Good
will
job.
lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. These two teams all tied after one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's got
Come on, Trey Boston.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run
95
under,
didn't even affect
down.
him right there. Come
Kenny
on,
Galladay
man.
is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's terrible.
Lady. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Throwing again. Stafford. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete.
This is ridiculous.
I mean,
fourth and 20, and somebody's going for it. This is crazy,
20
man.
on their place, you can go,
Come
I've
on,
got the exact play to dial up.
No, that's just a
That's
head
ridiculous.
scratching down when you're facing the 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And I gave it up.
Up there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. 4th and very long, and they decide to go for it. And what a play
That's
to pick it up.
Yeah, what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
Throwing is Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. 20. And he'll be taken down inside
Defense.
Carolina's
Dang it.
15. Good yardage after the
D-line
catch.
ain't
Is
getting
that
no
play good
pressure,
for
man.
30 and a
None.
first. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind.
Come on, D-line.
No pointing fingers.
You gotta be kidding me,
And the
D-line.
Lions have a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to
4th and
rest.
20. They'll give
now
up
they
a
can
4th
come
and
out
20.
feel charged up and ready to go.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Right to the 3. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
From the gun, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st down, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
20.
To the air again, Newton. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Newton throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all time.
All right, 14-14.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That's it. Look at it. Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Cam's going to run the option right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. Oh, now he bowls him over. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And, oh, he took that in one-handed.
You got to be kidding me, man. Get out of here, man.
To go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
What a catch.
Come on, man. That's garbage right there, man.
I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't.
That's garbage, EA. That's garbage.
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Don't get nervous.
The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Rashawn Melvin in on the stop.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And he's got some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
Here's Stafford looking for the ends, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I fell asleep playing safety back there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been tested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On for the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Stafford escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Wow.
And
really?
Could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Really? He's had 3 unbelievable catches this whole game. One-hand snags. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
He certainly did.
No way. No way.
Right when he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer. Tremendous body control.
No way,
pretty
man.
Good arm there too.
No way.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points. And then
now, I blew that game, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, and the best
they
part
gave
about
him
it is
3 unbelievable
to
catches
end,
that don't happen in real
really
football,
matter.
man.
Was
Nobody's
well
making
set.
a one-hand
They
snag
still
by the
competed
sideline, man.
until the final whistle.
That's so fake, man. So fake. Nobody's pulling a one-hand catch off in traffic, man. Except for OBJ. That's the only one in this game who should be doing stuff like that, man. Get out of here, man. Like my boy Romy said, man, this game is made for entertainment, man. This is not sim football.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a
I play this game
of the
for fun.
NFL on EA Sports. For more,
I don't
check
even
us
expect
out
this
at
game to be sim football.
easports.com.
I'm
From
mad, but I'm not
Charlotte,
mad.
good
But
night,
this is
everybody.
what you should expect when you play Madden. You're gonna get outrageous catches. There's not. I don't even know who made that catch. I'm gonna go back and take a look at it if I can find it. That catch on the sideline, one hand snag, man. It's only a few people in the NFL can do that, and I don't even know who that guy is who made that catch. I think only Lions fans would know. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, cause that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I don't know if I can find it. We're gonna see though. I don't think it was in the 4th. It might have been in the 3rd quarter. Let's see. Right here. Yep, this is it right here. Move the camera up. This is it right here. Look at this. Now, how many people are making this catch and gonna hold on to it? This is the OBJ type of catch, man. Look, okay, look, first of all, look at this. He jumping. Come on, man. Come on. Nah, bruh. Nah. He ain't OBJ. He shouldn't be making that catch. Who is that? Look at that. Why is he holding on to that ball for, man? Get out of here, man. That's fake. It's only a couple wide receivers who can make that catch in the NFL. It's probably Julio, OBJ, Antonio Brown, That's probably it, man. Probably Hopkins that can make a catch like this. Come on, man. Y'all giving animations to people who ain't even warranted, man. I forgot about Mike Evans and probably A.J. Green. Come on, man. Not this guy. I don't even know who he is. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Who is this guy, man? I'm about to look at the depth. Can I look at the depth chart real quick? I can't look at the depth chart. Who's this guy, man? Come on, man. Bruh. Making one-hand snags, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that's EA, man. In a nutshell, that is EA Sports, man. That is EA Sports. The kid didn't even deserve that animation. Let's look at his rating. Because I'm curious what his rating is. 83. 83 overall. This is catching. We got 90 catching. Catch spectacular 91. Well, they gave him a spectacular catch 91. I guess that's why he made it. I'm just saying he ain't no OBJ though, so he shouldn't be making catches like that. EA won't gonna let me win more than 10 in a row. I'm convinced. They was not gonna let me win more than 10 games in a row. I seen that coming.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 57 yards.
Silly right there.
And the Bears have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
This is where his eyes told him everything he needed to know. As a linebacker, when you're sitting at the second level and you can see everything in front of you, that play just developed right in front of him, and he got there in a hurry and made a really nice play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Black 22. Mike 58 right there. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let him go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, let's get it for check.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Stop! 180! Come on, 45. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double time. Hey. 4 down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6 man. Check curls.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go! 180! You got nothing.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, Cohen lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On 2nd down, Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Trubisky, and he's going to go down. He He's sacked back in the 24. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To the air again with Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sacked that.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. The way that
Good job, Jay. Good job, Jay.
You said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Is it me or they simplified Madden this year? Offense mainly RB and QB feels nice.
Yeah, it's better, man. It still got some flaws in it, but it's definitely a better game.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. Move. Check. Pilot. 64. Weak.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
18. Hey, exit. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
What NFL team is near you?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
Carolina
action
Panthers
here
action.
in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Carolina Panthers.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Winston. And wait, the tight end's got it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
All computer
get the same
animations
credit
right
for
there.
it, and it won't help them at contract time.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was
press
pretty.
not
They
one bit.
executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time.
For sure, Steve
I often
Smith's a
laugh and
legend in
sometimes
back
call it
then
just
with
straight
Joe.
ahead pursuit.
Stewart
Or a
and
running
Williams
start right
RBS.
back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get
Steve
up there and
Smith
stop.
is a legend,
No,
man.
I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They begin with a run by Davis, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's see what you got.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. That's taken on the 25. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Underneath, he's got Brate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on, Peyton. Come on, Peyton.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber.
What's up, Silk?
Napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one. Because
I remember you, man.
those types of plays, when they result
Yeah,
like that,
D'Angelo
almost
Williams,
like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he
Jonathan
goes.
Stewart.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Jake Delhomme, too. Panthers legends right there.
This is taken at his 4. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 77 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Come on, Winston, here we go.
The point after is
Yeah,
good.
he got to be clutch. Big time. Enough
17-14.
time in the game, though. Enough time in the game. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I just got caught in the wrong defense right there.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Winston, win.
Winston now. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
Whoever said Winston, hey, you were right.
Taking the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Stop! 180! 54 miles. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, he's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down?
I gambled, so I thought the crossing route was going to be right there.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's back to throw.
Good job.
And
good job. Good job.
There. It's knocked away, incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. That'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
I'd be allowed to say this
Here's
was named
Trubisky.
from man.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pick. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
No problem there on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
At their own 2-yard line.
Get ready. Y25.
Out of his end zone, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Winston now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Back to throw. And Winston lost the football. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's
You've
fun.
Been watching the NFL
It's definitely fun. It's just
the
missing
Bears get the win at home as we say so long
the
from
simulation
Soldier Field.
aspect, man. The simulation aspect. That's what it's missing. But like you said, Madden is built for entertainment, not simulation. So going into this, I know it's going to be some clunky stuff. I mean, I can't get mad over it anymore. This is the way the game is designed. This is where the game is built. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head. It's meant for entertainment. It's not simulation football. And it probably will never be until we get competition. So I mean, you're completely right about that, man. Yeah, that was a good game. I mean, I made my mistakes. I had a chance to stop them. I didn't do so. I did not do so. So I won 10 straight. Now I've lost 2 in a row. Hey, Rome, you think this is the algorithm that you was talking about?
The National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
For some reason, the comments are not displaying. Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying, thank you.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now Newton on first down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going
I should have got down. That was my fault.
And he's into the clear.
I should have got down. That's on me.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game.
You're right,
so
man.
What do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure
Made for entertainment. That was the best thing I've ever heard. And you hit it right on it. You hit the nail right on the head, as they say.
Goff now to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
I'll be honest with you guys, we probably won't never.
4th down decision.
I mean, not unless.
Opening drive, Charles does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
I mean, that dude made plays. I ain't blaming it on the game. I had a chance to stop him, and I didn't.
Definitely think so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Probably won't have another sim game, and not unless it's another football game made. And I'm not talking about Axis and
here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to
Doug
take
Flutie
over
Maximum
here.
Football. I'm not talking about that.
Turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Go 20.
Newton on third down. And he's got his target. That's more. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Off play action, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
One of them games, man. It's
He's
one of
got
them
it, and
games.
now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Boy, when it rains, it pours.
So that
Wow.
is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a
Oh,
doubt.
my
But for the
goodness.
defensive
Back-to-back
guys,
turnovers.
once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Wow.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You just got to understand, you don't have control over the outcomes, guys.
Thanks, bro. That's what's up.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You do not have control of the outcomes on this game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. That's to his running back, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there on a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally
it's pass interference.
Around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally,
Hey, Goda, I'm a chill out. I'm gonna try to finish this one out, man. Then I'm gonna have to head back out, man. But hopefully I can catch you another time, my man.
Drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They fake the give. Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them. But
No, I'll catch you next time, man. Seriously.
Get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton got a man right side.
Every
It's
time I come in the stream, you
Give
throw
him
in
14
some
on that one and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble
getting blown
with the
out today.
interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
Today has not been my day.
You're throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Not only did we just see back-to-back
He got me today.
nice games,
I mean, I won my first 2, and then I've lost my last 2. This is probably my 3rd one in a row I lost, I think.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence,
The
right?
Panthers usually always up in your stream.
Defense closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so to your point,
that's what I normally roll with, but
show this check down. Maybe later on.
been tough sledding today, bro. Been tough sledding for me.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Newton. Able to slither by. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm telling you, man, this game don't like me today.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage.
But I feel like if they patch it, they're going to mess the game up.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one blown quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead and it's a fumble. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes
Oh, my
out
God,
to
this
play, and
game,
they
man.
gave up great field position.
Come on, man.
And that's the key to
Come
everything
on.
because
This game, man. It won't give me a break, bro.
to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play caller. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to
hit sticking, nobody's fumbling.
Those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
General West. No.
Here's Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 15.
All right, I've had enough. I had enough of this. He can have the dub. Had enough. I'm playing one more because I ain't going out on a losing note like that.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign.
Stupid that EA doesn't allow you to select or see who you're playing against, man, so you can avoid matchups like this, man. Stupid.
Sup gamer champ.
What's up, Carter? How you doing, man? Chat, how y'all doing, man? It's Friday.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Got up a little early, ran some errands, decided I'd get back in and do a little streaming.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take 390! 380!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees it, the ball's
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Kazin. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Ready! White 25! 58 to Mike! He don't know no better!
Getting it out left side to Sanu. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
50. Ready, blue 80! Black 25! Watch the pass! Watch the pass!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I think Devontae Freeman's wide open in flat.
4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it.
Yes, sir.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, wait. Double up. He's coming, double up. Pick it up.
Now it's Ryan.
Strip that ball.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set 180. 180. So we got man. 800.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran
All right,
quarterback
man. Quit
back
playing
there.
around.
He should
Let's
know
go,
better
man.
than to make a throw like
Come
this.
on.
This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist.
To throw is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of struggling being a pocket passer back here. First time
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This pass finds its way to Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rivers now going deep for Benjamin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Ryan. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Just make simple tackle.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum.
I know he mad.
Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman.
Come on, Devontae.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 21. Switch. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Protein spill.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Watch 21. Watch the twist. Check it out.
They toss to Freeman. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
My controller's messed up, or this game is not letting me control my man.
It'll be 2nd down.
What? When do you start live streaming? What do you mean, like period or today? You mean what time did I start today? I'm trying to understand what you're asking. Oh, you're asking me when I started.
On that last run, they'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Today, yeah, LOL.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown.
I started probably around about 10 this morning. I would say probably around about 9:30 or 10 this morning.
And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That long run for a touchdown is a great example of if you get it back to the 2nd level, anything can result, and it's usually something good.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Guys, if you're enjoying the content, the live stream, can you do me a huge favor and drop a like on the video for me? Please do. I appreciate everyone stopping in and tuning in.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
I appreciate everyone's support.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before.
I give it to my man. He's hanging in there. He ain't quit.
that situation there,
I can
just going
respect
to add
that.
to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game,
that.
third quarter, 3 and out. Not with. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 43 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
How do you
So
celebrate
Rivers will lead the
before
Chargers
scoring?
up 1st and 10.
L2, R2, and X. L2, R2, and X.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back.
You just hold L2, R2, and X at the same time.
First down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
He might. He hanging in there, though. I'm surprised he ain't quit. Most people would have been quit by now. But he hanging in there.
40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. The 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time.
He ain't quit yet, though.
This was a defense that was well prepared.
He's a dedicated Charger fan. I give it to him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a nightmarish game he's having now.
This guy's making Phillip Rivers look trash, though, man. Come on, man.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it?
Put some respect on Phillip Rivers' name.
And have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys though that it throws. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Come on, man.
Matt Ryan connecting on his
Give it up, bro.
touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons
Give it up,
turn
Silk
that
Rick.
interception into a touchdown.
You gotta give it up, man. Just go ahead and concede, brother. Don't get beat like this, man.
Yeah,
don't get beat like this, bro. It's embarrassing, man.
I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
All right. Run, baby.
I'm just surprised this dude hadn't quit yet.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To Gordon, out left. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Rivers will get this one to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Losing this stream.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
Let's see. I was on a 10-game win streak when I first started. When I first started, I won 2 in a row to make it 10 games. Then I played another 2 and lost the 2. And now this is about to be my first win back in a row.
7? You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So I think altogether I'm 3 and 2. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they have
think
just
that's right.
about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Gets it off to Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard pass.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally.
There's something wrong with him, man.
Except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Yeah, ain't no way I would sit here and be taking this butt whooping like this, man. No way.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I'm just curious why he's still playing.
So
like, seriously.
First and 10 now from the 33.
Point. Not unless he's a super diehard Chargers fan. I don't understand it.
Now after the fumble recovery. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
I
know, man. I don't know why he's still playing, man.
What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jack Crawford breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now a desperation throw deep
He's working
downfield.
on his next
And
game.
he's across for the touchdown.
he got to
too
be.
little, too late.
Maybe he just wanted to score again. I blew that coverage
No
right
wonder
there.
you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team.
Maybe he was just
But I
trying
think
to
it
score
counts
again.
more.
I don't know.
He takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime,
Me too,
maybe
man.
you'll find a better
Me
way
too,
to do
man.
it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's sad, man.
Ryan wants to throw it. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I
In
mean,
week
what a
11.
game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They
Line
think that they
down to
can
peak
bottle
with
this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.
What's
Whatever
your
you call
record in
run,
like
pass, it's all going to work.
4-5-4-1?
That's called being in the zone.
I can't remember. I think I'm like 64,
So that'll do it for us, for Charles
38,
Davis and all our crew.
something
I'm
like
Brandon
that.
Gordon. You've been watching.
We'll
the
take a look at it
NFL
real quick.
on
I think I'm like
Sports.
64 or 38,
It's
something
a
like
win
that.
for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Oh, 64 and 37. I'm 64 and 37. I don't like how they won't let you look at people's stats, man, which sucks. It's crazy. All right, guys, I just want to say,
Pretty good.
yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm not the best Madden player, but I try. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. And I really appreciate everybody for dropping by on the stream. I've been streaming for a few hours now, so I got to get off and get some fresh air and enjoy a little bit of life too as well. But I really do appreciate everybody for dropping by the stream. And remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we do a lot of Madden content. Also, guys, once we hit 200 subs, we will do a free giveaway. Basically, it's going to be a free game. It's going to be a free game. So, guys, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate everyone for tuning in. This is Gamer Champ 23 signing out.